Boys and girls, it's finally finished. If you've been watching our latest stream series, you'll know Anna has been building the new Lego Milky Way set that came out on the 15th of May. Well, there it is, finished. Look at it. How cool is that set?
There was a few bits of scariness yesterday.
Yeah, if you have been watching the stream series, and I urge you to go back and watch the stream series, you will have seen a few hairy moments as it was being put together. It kind of fell apart in the final stages of being put together yesterday. But as you can see, it has been repaired. It is fine. It is being supported just by my human hands, and it's fine. Anna's letting me just wave it around. This is the first time I've been able to hold it. In this video, we are going to be reviewing this. It wobbles a little bit when I shake it.
Don't do that.
We are going to be doing a review of this, but first, we figured we'd show you how we're going to hang it, because if I learned one thing from the Batman art set, it's that these sets are an absolute nightmare to hang. So we want to show you the process, and quite apart from anything else, if it's going to fall off the wall and smash, it would be quite nice to get that reaction on camera, because, you know, better to have that on camera than not on camera, isn't it? So can I just put this down for a minute and explain what we're going to do? In fact, before I put it down, I just want to show you the back of it, because you can see that the art sets do have, can you come and point at what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay.
They do have the little hook things. Anna is going to point at a hook thing now. There you go. It has one of them on each side. There's one there and there's one over that side. The Batman set had the exact same hooks. And the theory behind those hooks is you can then put a screw in the wall and then put it on the hook the way you would a picture, and it's supposed to be really clever and genius and awesome. The problem with that is, unlike with a picture, if you don't get it lined up 100% perfectly the first time, disaster ensues, because there's loads of Lego bricks around it, as you can see. And what I was doing with the Batman one, I'd get it lined up with the hook maybe on one side with the screw, and the other side would knock off a piece of Lego that was holding two panels together, and then the panels would start to shake, and then bits would start to fall off the front. There was one point I tried to do it and basically caved in the front of the thing and knocked an entire panel off. And trying to line up two screws perfectly with two holes on the back of this when you can't see what you're doing because it's the other side of it because it's attached to the wall, not a good idea. Gave up. So what I ended up doing with the Batman one is I got a little shelf from IKEA. I'm sure Editing Kev is overlaying some footage of that for you now so you can see what I mean. A little IKEA picture shelf, screwed that in the wall, rested it on top, and it's fine. So that's one solution, but that's a solution that we can't do today because we don't have the shelf, we don't live near IKEA, and they charge a fortune for delivery. So we're not doing that solution. The other solution is the one that I've used for the Spider-Man art set and the Great Wave art set, and that is command strips, which sounds terrifying. But I have had those two sets on the wall of the Lego City room attached with command strips for as long as they've been up there, and they've been fine. They've not fallen down. Similar to in this room, they're on a wall, because this is where we're going to put it. They're on the wall next to where the door slams open and shut when you come in, and they're right next to that, and they have the door slamming, and they haven't fallen down. The command strips have held. So I am proposing to Anna that we hang this with command strips. There is a second reason why. This wall is paper thin. Actually, when we had the Billy bookcase here put in, we got the IKEA man. I've got to turn you.
I'll move.
The IKEA man actually came and assembled these and fitted them for us. And you can see they are screwed into the wall at the top. And you can see that screw hole both from in this room and from our bathroom that's the other side of it, because first time he went in, the hole just went straight through. The walls are thin. So I actually think if we were putting something screwed into the wall, it's much less likely to hold than these are. The one worry that I've got is that we've got all this glitter in the paint, and I don't know how that will behave, whether it will flake off.
More.
I don't know, will it? I just don't want it to come off it. If we do this and it falls and we look on the command strip, and on the back of the command strip, it's just a big chunk of flaky glitter paint, I take no responsibility for that. That is the fault of the paint, not the fault of the man. That's what I'm thinking. So we're going to hang this. Once we've hung it, we'll tell you all about it. Please don't fall and smash. And we all agree this is going to be fine, right? Command strips should hold this up. Absolutely no problem. We ended up putting 6 on. So we went into each corner and then we put an extra one on the widest area of it as well, just as an extra precaution that I don't think we needed, and then just held it all in place. Tried to prop it up with some boxes afterwards, but as you can see, it held. And there we have it, folks. One Milky Way art set on the wall, attached with command strips. Big thumbs up for that. And as promised, I guess we'll now review it. I mean, on first inspection, just looking at the set, I mean, you can see as well as we can just how cool that set looks. It is an awesome art piece. I didn't actually like this set when it was first announced. I thought because of how it just looked really clunky and blocky, and it kind of is when you're getting close to it.
Yeah, but looking at it on there.
Oh yeah, when you're looking at it from this kind of range, it looks absolutely incredible. It looks so cool. I particularly like the little "You Are Here" sign that's on there. It's really cool. Anna assures me that that doesn't need to move. I thought we rotated around it, but A-level in physics. But apparently we stay in the same spot in the Milky Way, and it's our solar system. I've got a Bachelor of Science. Mine's a computer science as well, the best of the sciences. But yeah, it looks absolutely awesome. In terms of time to assemble, it was about a 12-hour build process. Probably would be quicker if you were doing it not on a stream. We did it across 4 streams. Each of them was about 2.5 to 3 hours long. And obviously just the process of streaming it and stopping to chat to the camera and stuff does make it last a little bit longer. So I imagine realistically you'd be looking at what, 8 hours for a build?
Or less if you're with people.
So a really cool feature of it is you do get this little stack of instruction manuals, so you can do it as a collaborative build, and it says on the box it is intended to be a build for, as you can see at the bottom there, 1 to 5 people. And the way they do that, because you've got the 5 strips, you have one instruction manual which is just doing the frame, which mother would have to do if you're doing this as a family, because, you know, mother knows best. But then all of the other ones, each instruction manual is for one standalone strip of the thing, so you can just spread these out amongst 5 people. And I imagine as a group of 5, you could easily get this set done in an evening. You're looking at maybe 2 to 3 hours as a group of 5, get the whole thing done, get it assembled and get it on the wall, and it would be a really cool family evening activity. Each one is a completely standalone strip. They then connect together. It shows you how to connect them together into the frame. It is worth bearing in mind getting them into the frame is a nightmare.
The ends are, yes, definitely.
Because both ends, when we put it into the frame, it just kind of shattered, and Anna had to swear a lot and send me out of the room and reassemble it on her own without me there helping. But as you can see, it did get properly assembled in the end. Another cool feature of this set, which I think is featured on some of the art sets. I hadn't seen it before.
Yeah, there's one on the Great Wave as well, wherever that is.
Does it say it on the front, or is it on the... Ah, there you go. It has a soundtrack as well. So if you are going to be doing like a build party for the set, you can get the soundtrack up and running, like this lady on the back of the boxes. Get the soundtrack up and running. I don't know what's on the soundtrack. I haven't clicked the QR code, so I don't know what's on there, because we did it all on stream, so we couldn't use copyright music. But you can listen along to the soundtrack, build it as a group, and like I say, over the course of one evening, end up with a really cool art piece like the one that we've got on the board there. How did you find the build in general?
It was good. Apart, like, the dark bits were a bit of a nightmare sometimes, just because my eyes aren't what they used to be. But the any of the colours.
Which direction does it build from? Is it that way to that way, or
that way?
So if you are doing this with a group, the most boring person of your group, give them book 2 of the instructions, because they'll get this strip, which means they get that corner, which is basically just transparent purple tiles and nothing else. Whereas obviously the ones in the middle are a little bit more interesting. So the beginner Legoist amongst you gets book 2, even though it would be my instinct, I'd want the first book.
You want the frame?
Yeah, I'll do the frame. I'm good at the frame. But, I mean, it is always worth noting, as I do with these art sets, that as a colourblind person, this one is probably not particularly accessible to me, because there is a lot of colours. I can see the colours, but I would struggle to tell the difference between the colours. On the, like, for example, if you've got several different shades of, like, purples and pinks, in each bag, do you have multiple of the same piece in different colours? Or are they distinct from piece to colour? Because I noticed with the Batman set...
There's a few pieces that are the same shape, different colours.
With the Batman set, they were very careful that in each bag you would only ever get one of each shape. So even if you had different colours across the set as a whole, you couldn't make a mistake with the colour because as long as you got the shape right, you got the colour right. But on this one,
especially with the windows down the bottom
on this one, you do have some of the same shapes with different colours. So if you are a colourblind person like me, it might not end up looking as cool as this one does look, which is something very much to bear in mind. If you are colourblind, you may need the supervision of a responsible adult. But I mean, it's just a cool set. It was, I think, £170. We didn't quite pay full price for it because we used some insider points on it. But I think it's £170 retail. Apparently, there have been sightings of it for as low as £120 already for a set that's only been out 2 weeks. I haven't seen it that cheap anywhere, but you know,
Costco apparently.
Yeah,
where to go.
It's worth looking into. But I think it's just a really, really cool art set addition to the setup of the room. And I think this corner of Anna's Lego room is going to look really cool once she's got the Disney castle in underneath it. Maybe another art set here.
I've got the Great Wave and the Starry Night coming.
And you've got Spider-Man as well.
And
can go up there as well. So there's plenty of cool art sets that can start to appear behind Anna there. But let us know down in the comments. Did you get this set? If so, what did you think of it? If not, why not? Because if you've watched this far into the video and didn't get the set, did you just not like the look of it? Are you waiting for a better price? Do you think it's worth the money? I mean, the set itself is 3,091 pieces, but obviously almost all of those pieces are 1x1s of some description. They are small pieces. So
the middle was a bit bigger.
Theoretically, on a price per piece basis, you're getting good value, but it's not exactly a set that you could buy and part out and use those pieces in lots of other little sets. They're very much pieces that you're going to be using for art sets like this one. But I imagine we're not far away from seeing some cool alternative builds of this as well. Starting to appear of people doing different designs with those pieces. Looking forward to seeing stuff like that. But overall, I'm assuming you would recommend. You like the set?
I like the fact that it's 3D, not 3D. What
words
3D. Do I mean? Yeah, it's got texture.
Yeah,
texture.
It's not just flat to the canvas like some of the earlier art sets were. We saw it with the Batman set. We're seeing it with this one. You saw it with the Spider-Man one as well, where they are starting to get a little bit more
away from the frame.
Yeah, a little bit more three-dimensional, and they do look a lot better as a result. But that concludes our review and incredibly successful hanging
for now
of the Milky Way art set. Let us know what sets you'd like to see us build and review next. Obviously, we've got the 1st of June very much on the horizon as this video is recorded. It might even have happened by the time the video comes out. So do we know if we're getting Notre Dame yet?
I'll have a look at it.
We might be getting Notre Dame. If we do, that'll be the next stream series. If not, we'll be carrying on with the Disney Castle, which is halfway through. So keep an eye out for the streams as well. We'll be streaming early next week. But if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. Thank you very much for watching.